Welcome to Healthbeam. Today, we're diving into a topic that's gaining a lot of attention in the medical community. Inflammation. Inflammation is more than just a buzzword. It's a critical factor in many health issues, including cholesterol problems and plaque formation in arteries. Understanding how certain foods can influence inflammation is key to managing and improving your overall health. Inflammation isn't just a medical term. It's a condition that affects many of us in various ways. For instance, gout, a form of arthritis, is a direct result of dietary choices leading to inflammation in the joints. This example highlights the clear connection between what we consume and how our bodies respond with inflammation. While it's not necessary to completely eliminate certain foods from your diet, being aware of their potential to cause inflammation can help you make informed choices, especially during times when you're experiencing arthritis, flare-ups, injuries, or other inflammatory conditions. Let's explore the top 6 foods or food groups known to cause inflammation. Our understanding of inflammatory foods isn't based on anecdotes or hearsay. Science has shown that specific markers in our bloodstream, which indicate inflammation, can rise in response to certain dietary choices. This evidence helps us pinpoint which foods might be contributing to inflammatory processes in our bodies. Today at Healthbeam, we're about to reveal the top 6 foods known for their inflammatory properties. Remember, moderation is key, and understanding your body's response to these foods can help you manage inflammation more effectively. This video is for educational purposes only and does not aim to replace your doctors. The first one is sugar. In recent times, our attention has turned towards sugar and its significant role in causing inflammation. It's not just about the sugar we knowingly consume. It's also about the hidden sugars that are lurking in many foods we wouldn't suspect, like certain broths used in cooking. This hidden sugar is a major concern because it's almost everywhere, from our favorite Halloween treats to everyday processed foods. When we consume foods high in sugar and high fructose corn syrup, they have a direct impact on our bodies by increasing inflammation markers in our blood. This is particularly crucial to understand for those who already struggle with inflammatory conditions. Consuming these sugars can exacerbate their symptoms. It's important to be more vigilant about what we're putting into our bodies. This means paying closer attention to food labels, not just for calorie and fat content, but for hidden sugars as well. Reducing sugar intake can be a significant step towards managing inflammation. The next one, trans fats. Trans fats are a type of fat that originally were unsaturated but have been chemically altered to be more stable, changing them from a liquid to a solid state. This process involves adding hydrogen atoms to the fat molecules. One of the major concerns with trans fats is their ability to raise levels of C-reactive protein in our body. This protein is a key indicator of inflammation. You'll find trans fats in many foods that we often consider as treats or quick meals. This includes items like margarine, most fast food, and yes, even those tasty French fries. Speaking of French fries, did you know they actually originated in Belgium during World War I? Soldiers found them when they couldn't fry fish due to frozen rivers and started frying potatoes instead. Despite their delicious taste, these fries are often cooked in trans fats, which are not great for our health. We all love a good serving of fries or other fast foods, but it's important to consume these in moderation, especially if you're dealing with inflammation. Cutting back on these foods can help manage and reduce inflammation levels in your body. Number 3, refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates, often found in foods like white bread, white pasta, and white rice, have been stripped of beneficial components such as bran, wheat germ, and fiber. This makes them white in appearance, but not necessarily refined in quality. It's important to limit these types of carbs in our diet. The reason behind this is their high glycemic index, a scale that measures how much a food can spike blood sugar levels. Refined carbs rank high on this scale, leading to rapid increases in blood sugar. For example, eating a soft, delicious baguette might give you a temporary sugar rush, similar to eating cake, due to its high glycemic index. Remember, these snobby carbs can have a significant impact on our health, so it's better to choose healthier options. Number 4, alcohol. It's commonly known that alcohol isn't the best for our health, and yet many of us enjoy an occasional drink. But it's important to be aware that alcohol can cause inflammation. This is especially relevant if you're dealing with health issues like autoimmune diseases or injuries where inflammation is already a concern. In such cases, it might be wise to avoid alcohol. Also, combining alcohol with anti-inflammatory medication isn't recommended. Interestingly, alcohol is known to increase C-reactive protein, which is an indicator of inflammation in the body. Some people think adding fruit to alcoholic drinks like sangria can counteract the negative effects because of the antioxidants in the fruit, but there's no evidence to support this idea. For those looking to reduce alcohol intake, there's a growing trend towards non-alcoholic beverages. Many beer brands now offer non-alcoholic versions that surprisingly taste similar to regular beer. Number 5. Red meat and processed meat. Red meat and processed meats, though different, share a common issue. They contain substances known as advanced glycation end products. These are byproducts that have been scientifically linked to increased inflammation and, regrettably, also to cancer. This isn't just a theory. It's a well-established scientific fact. Now, we might hear arguments about the benefits of keto or carnivore diets, and that's a valid discussion. However, the focus here is on foods that promote inflammation. Both red meat and processed meats fall into this category due to their high AGE content. It's crucial to understand the serious health risks associated with processed meats, especially those preserved with nitrates. These types of meats are classified as level 1 carcinogens by the World Health Organization, placing them in the same category as highly dangerous substances like asbestos, plutonium, and tobacco. This classification reflects the substantial evidence linking these meats to cancer. The presence of various additives in processed meats, which allow them to have a longer shelf life, is a key factor in their potential health risks. As a general rule, if a food can last a long time on the shelf, it's probably not the healthiest choice. All right, let's talk about number 6 on our list, the impact of vegetable and seed oils when consumed in large amounts. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids. While there was a time when both omega-3 and omega-6 were considered beneficial, it turns out that having too much omega-6 can actually be harmful and lead to inflammation. Omega-3s are generally the healthier choice. When it comes to cooking, it's wise to use oils sparingly. Think of it as avoiding an oil spill in your kitchen. Instead of relying heavily on oils, consider alternatives like broths or water. Have you tried an air fryer? They're fantastic for cooking with minimal oil. And remember, air is usually a safe ingredient, unless you're in a heavily polluted area. A couple of other points to note. Gluten can be inflammatory for those with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. And as for nightshade vegetables like peppers, tomatoes, potatoes, and eggplants, there isn't much evidence to suggest they're broadly harmful, though some individuals might find they cause discomfort. So in summary, it seems like our food choices might be quite limited, with maybe just broccoli left on the menu. And that's only if it's not cooked in oil. It feels like we've criticized almost every food group. But remember, everyone's body reacts differently to different foods. We're not suggesting you cut out all these foods, as that would leave very few options. However, if you're experiencing inflammation, it's worth considering that not all foods affect everyone the same way. Some items on this list might trigger inflammation for you, while others might not. And remember, managing your health is ultimately in your hands. If you found this video useful, feel free to like, subscribe, and stay informed about your health. Catch you in the next one.